everything together at the same time. Yeah. Coke fed, press some head, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls rescue, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm weak, not dead, she tweet, I guess she confessed. She thinking less, not drinking less, bathroom says, best against spontaneous, our stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as a rise like fireworks. Smell through the bag, don't touch my purse.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, welcome to this edition of After the Storm, your OKC Thunder post-game live stream. The Thunder, of course, went down and took care of business tonight. And you can tell I'm sorry, I'm still kind of sick. Went to the doctor today, gave me a whole new round of meds, gave me a new different antibiotic. And so struggling a little bit right now because when you have to take the drugs, you know how it is. And I know that I'm not going to be on long tonight because I'm going to go past the F out so I can stay ready for the weekend. But anyway, Thunder took care of business 111-91. Second team in a row that we held under 100 points. We beat the Spurs the night, and then we turned around and beat the Rockets tonight. And when you look at the Thunder, talking about the Thunder being in trouble, here's what they've done the last 10 games. The last 10 games. You beat the Heat, you beat the Spurs, and you beat the Rockets in consecutive games. And so when you got to think about what you've done and what the Thunder have done, it's a matter of Jada finally trying to fit in. We don't have iHeart, which kills us on the offensive side of the basketball as far as offensive rebounding is concerning, or defensive rebounding, giving up offensive rebounds. But Steven Adams, what did I love about him when he was here at the Thunder? Offensive rebounds, giving you extra shots. And that's what the valuable thing that he done. But the Thunder are back on track, taking care of business. Here's the end of the game. Excuse me. End of the game. Scoring. Thunder now. Why do I have the Spurs on here? I have the Rockets. Oh, I didn't update it. Sorry, guys. I'm moving slow today. These new drugs they gave me, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm a little loopy. So we're going to make a short show tonight. But I'm disappointed in I was supposed to be in Houston tonight because my grandson is a huge Rockets fan. And for his birthday and for Christmas, I got him custom Rocket shirts made up and a custom hoodie for him to go, because I was planning on surprising him, taking him to the game. Sorry. Taking him to the game tonight for his birthday, but I lost. That did not happen. But regardless, the Thunder took care of business 111-91. We're 35-7. They are 23-15. The Rockets went 7 for 24 from the three-point line. The Thunder 16 of 41. And then when you look at rebounds, they out-rebounded us by 16. Pips, points in the paint. Thunder had 42. Rockets 44. And then turnovers 16-12. Now, and then of course our bench was great tonight. Now, when you look at the overall box score, this is some of the reasons why I always say that the Rockets scare me. Okay? And the reason why the Rockets scare me, and I'm not, like I said, here's Denver fears. The Nuggets fear me. The Rockets scare the hell out of me. And this is why right here. SGA, 5 turnovers. What do? They do a great job of doubling him, but attacking with the long wings, because when he does break the double team, he's got somebody chasing him, slapping the ball away. And when he is passive, like tonight, what was he? He only took 11 shots, 6 for 11 tonight. And they just do a great job. And game one, it was completely different. No J-Dub, and he just had to be aggressive and had to do what he needed to do in the double, triple overtime. But that being said, this is why the Rockets scare me. We just don't match up well with them. They're a lot like us, physical, long, but at the same time, They just don't quite have the two-way players. They have single players defensively. But can I say something about tonight, Chet? Great bounce-back game by him. The big fella was on point tonight, making up for his deal with Wemby. And then also remember, we took Chet instead of Jabari. Remember? Because at that point, everybody may forget, Jabari was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick. But Jabari wanted to come to Oklahoma City, and so he told Orlando he didn't want to be there. They didn't want Chet. They took Banchero, and then we took him, and Jabari, of course, went to Houston. So that was how that broke down. But Chet, man, I said this before. I did not want Chet. I wanted Jabari, and I was wrong. Chet and Sam Presti was completely right in taking Chet. Chet tonight, 29 minutes, 18 points, 7 for 9, 2 for 3, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks. And when he's patrolling the lane like that now, they're talking about him being Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know about that, but what he does for us as far as anchoring our defense, hell yeah, he's a Defensive Player of the Year because of what he does for the number 1 team in the conference or in the NBA. So when you look at that, yes. And then when you look at SGA being running back-to-back MVP, that's a yes. I think this should be his 3rd time. So does Shaq. So does Stephen A. Smith. We all believe that. Now, the other dudes who have votes, I won't mention their names, they still love Jokic. And I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA, no doubt. But that doesn't mean he's the most valuable player. Because you're the best player, because in that case, hell, LeBron should have won the MVP every year. Jordan should have won the MVP every year. Magic or Bird should have won the MVP every year if you're going to go by that. Not who the best player is, who is the most valuable player to the team that makes the difference. That's it. That's it. So that's just stupid to me how they try to make up all these numbers. But anyway, Chet, 9 rebounds, plus 12 tonight. SGA, and you can see once again, 20 points, 6 for 11, 1 for 3. He got his free throw, 7 for 8. And it's just, we just don't match up with them. They scare the hell out of me. They just do. They just absolutely make me nervous playing against the Rockets. Lou Dort. I thought Lou Dort came out. He hit some great threes right at the beginning to get us going, get us into a mode. And then the Thunder just took off from there. And, of course, the fourth quarter in that run that we made in the beginning with J-Dub, AJ, and all that. And I love that. I think we need to have more of that. J-Dub, he anchors that fourth quarter. He needs to come in and he needs to step up and facilitate, which is what he did. You know, getting the ball out, getting guys in position to catch the ball and score, and got us out. And I think those are something that he needs to do. But SGA, just tell you, I just don't like the Rockets. Now, he's going to do his thing. It's just an every night thing. It's kind of like Memphis. He has bad games against them. And I don't care who you are. There's certain teams that you just don't play well against. It's just, I don't care what sport it is, football, basketball, baseball. There's certain sports, certain teams that you just don't play well. This is me in college. There's certain teams I didn't play well against. High school, same thing. It just, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I really don't. Wish I did. Lou Dort tonight, like I said, loved what he did, hit some big shots early. And Wiggins, once again, plug and play. As long as he's not trying to make moves and go behind his back and do all that nonsense, which I hate. Just catch the ball and shoot, babe. Catch the ball and shoot, big dude. 1 for 4 from 3. If he's 2 for 4 or 3 for 4 from 3, this game is not as close. But I do understand they're running him off the three-point line and making him turn into a scorer, not just a shooter. J-Dub, once again, what was he? 2 minutes behind SGA in playing time, managing minutes, which is what Dagnall is the magnificent guy at, managing minutes. J-Dub, only 6 points tonight, 2 for 11, 0 for 1. I thought he played, even though he had 10 assists, even though he had 6 points, I thought he played really good tonight. I thought he did what he needed to do defensively, and it's hard to be a legit two-way player. by that as J-Dub is. Don't get me wrong. He is a legit, but it's hard sometimes because when you're trying to guard a Kevin Durant, who's arguably he will be in my top 10 of all time once he's done. He's just Kevin Durant. And somebody asked me, do I think he should get a statue? 100%. Kevin Durant is he's magnificent. But that being said, he didn't bring us a chip. And what does a statue mean? Because I said the problem is I think he should, but I don't think Westbrook should, because Westbrook to me is not one of the best players at anything in the league ever, and he's one of the most athletic players. But if you give KD one, you almost got to give him one. So to me, if you just the only person who deserves one, a statue out front is SGA. He brought us a chip, nobody else has, and if he wins his second MVP back to back, which Russell and KD, neither one, only each one of them got one, even though KD's was earned, and Westbrook's was given because of Sam Presti. But anyway, when you look at the game and you look at what happened, I love what we did. I loved our defense. I loved what we were accomplishing. This team is just finally trying to, after going 18-1 without J-Dub, everybody knew a role. You know, SGA was the man. And it's like when we play when he's on the bench, we always make a run. Why? Because it's just easier. SGA's got the ball. There's no worrying about who else got to take it or whatever. Everybody just steps up because they know that SGA is going to do what he needs to do to score. And if he can't score, he's going to make sure that you get open and get an easy shot. So that's what the difference is between them. But congratulations to the Thunder tonight and what they did against the Rockets. I want to thank our sponsors. SRB, if you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit these guys up. They love to take care of you and make sure everything runs smoothly in your city or county, especially if you have a water treatment plant. Also, Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved. Hit my guy, Jose Fierro, up. He is the guy to make sure all that will be done for you. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www. It's time for me to take my cough medicine if you can't tell. Which as soon as I take that, I'm going to be done. That's why I'm trying to hold off the last minute to take it. You can go into one of their 5 locations, the main bank at 401M, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma, or 66 steps from historic US 66. YB Eastwood is off the Parkway and 66 at 39th Expressway. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks, just south of I-40, right in front of the Fairfield Hotel, not the Fairmont. There's definitely no comparison between those two. And then YB People is located on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur on 23rd in the great city of Bethany. And then last but not least, the House of Creed, handcrafted, sorry guys, since 1760. And as they always say, remember, pick the best for your best. And I do. Stuff is great smelling stuff. If you haven't had some, you need to go get you some because it is really good. But anyway, the Thunder, of course, tonight, like I said, took care of business. And I haven't done the Eastern Conference yet as far as the standings are concerned, but these are updated as best we can. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll be feeling better. I can do the updated standings, but here they are right now. The Thunder are 33 and see, that's not even right. That's not even right. Guys, I am moving so slow. I apologize for tonight. Let me fix this real quick. I just updated this. Of course, Golden State's playing right now, so this is not completely updated, but it's as updated as of this particular moment. Let me pull that up for you guys so we can get up and so we can kind of talk about this a little bit. Okay. There's the updated Hey, Big Taz, what's up? No, man, I'm just struggling. You want to start with the Knicks? Okay, we'll talk about the Knicks in just a second. Let's get up there and let's talk about this because the Knicks and Warriors are playing right now. So we'll see what happens. Um, the Thunder, of course, the Nuggets are coming, and this is what's funny to me. How can you be the most valuable player in the league and your team is winning without you? Do you think the Thunder would have you winning without SGA? Do you really think they would be that? When you look at Wemby, the fact that the other team is winning without you, and you talk about, well, SGA has a better team. Yeah, you're not going to be winning. But this is when you look at it. Here's how I just broke it down. Thunder 6.5 points, 6.5 games ahead of the Nuggets, 7 games ahead of the Spurs, by the way, who have lost 2. And then tomorrow night, the Rockets don't get anything easier for them because they've got the T-Wolves coming. So they have us on back-to-back schedule, which is crazy. And then now, when you look what the Knicks are doing right now, man, I'll tell you what, big task is Jalen Brunson playing or is he not playing? Because I know he tweaked his ankle. So I don't know if he's playing or not. I didn't get a chance to watch any of that Warriors-Knicks games that's going on right now. I don't know if they've had a chance, if he's playing or not. Can you let me know if he's playing? But anyway, the Knicks, that was a horrible loss for you guys last night. I don't know what the hell was happening there in that loss last night to the Kings, which is your coach's former team, who fired the coach that you now have. So I don't know if there's a disconnect there in letting the team that took your coach and then now they beat you. So I'm not sure. Sorry. Okay. Repeat question is Jalen Brunson playing? Because I did not watch. I didn't turn the game on because as soon as our game went off, I went ahead and got done and moved on. So I don't know if Jalen Brunson's playing because I know after you get hurt last night. But when you're the current coach of the Knicks got fired by the Kings, and then your team doesn't show up at all to fight for you as the coach against the team that fired him, I'm not sure how I feel about that or what I really think about that. So because to me as a player, if my coach gets fired and then we play the team and then I don't show up at all, what does that say about me? What does that say about how I feel about him? I'm just saying all of that matters to me. And so that kind of, Brunson is out tonight. Okay, thank you, Big Task. I figured that he was out, but like I said, I didn't get a chance to watch the game, so I don't know what happened. But that just bothers me because I know that if my coach gets fired and we hire him, and then his former team, I want to bust their ass and go, thank you. This is why he's here and not at your place. That's what I would have done. But I don't really get that. And Karl Anthony Towns is still an enigma to me. He's just a guy who wants to score, which is why we know that the Knicks got rid of a headache with Randall. And then the Karl Anthony Towns, they got rid of a headache with getting rid of Karl Anthony. And so that's just kind of hard for me. It really, truly is hard for me to understand that. But when you look at what the Thunder are doing, when you look at first team since 63, what did I have? The first team since the Celtics 63-64 team to lead and be in the top 2 in scoring offense and defense. The Thunder are just absolutely amazing in what they're doing. But like I said, right now it's about the Thunder trying to figure out who we are. We knew that people didn't respect our win last year, saying that Tyrese, if he hadn't gotten hurt, we got beat, and blah blah blah. It's always something. So I love the fact that we came back with attitude. SGA said, he's not happy we won. I mean, he is, but he wasn't. Well, he wasn't satisfied. That's what he said, because he felt like he didn't play his best, and the team didn't live up to what they lived up to. And now our point differential is better than what we set last year. as the greatest team in point differential last year. We're outdoing that this year. But I think now it's just trying to figure out how does J-Dub fit in and where does everybody else fit in around him. So I think that's what the Thunder are doing, trying to figure out how do we, A.J. Mitchell, where are my points coming from? I'm not the guy no more now. J-Dub's got back. Is he the guy? Am I too? When do I take on the responsibility? I can just go score. And then J-Dub, when he's out there with SGA, now that he's playing 1 or 2 minutes less than SGA again, which I don't understand that. No, dude, I love J-Dub, but he's not SGA. He should be 4 to 5 minutes less. You're playing him 2 minutes too long in the first quarter. You're playing him 2 minutes too long in the second quarter, in the third quarter. Take his ass out. And then, of course, when he does come out, you're taking him out for a minute to put him back in so his minutes can be – he's not SGA and he's never going to be. We're not going to win without SGA, but we can win without J-Dub. 18-1 without him. And remember, we're 18-1, and that was missing Chet. That was missing Ihart. That's missing games with Caruso. That's missing games with Dort. That was missing games with Kaysen. That was missing games with Wiggins. The only consistent person was SGA, and you went 18-1. And we got lucky and beat Memphis, where that SGA, the one game he sat out. We sat out 2 games now, I believe. But you think about that. Quit being a minutes manager, and if you're going to manage the minutes correctly. Take him out at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Take him out at the 5-minute mark, right after the 6-minute mark. Take him out then. Leave him out. Because you ain't changed SGA's minutes. You put him in 5.5, 6 minutes in the second quarter. Fourth quarter, here comes SGA. But you don't change J-Dub. You change J-Dub's minutes, but you don't change SGA's. It drives me crazy. This is the talk of the town and coordination. How does Karl Anthony big task? My problem with Karl Anthony Towns is I think the Minnesota Timberwolves got tired of him. And this is why. I mean, dude, he wants to be a shooter, and without Mitchell Robinson in there to run the lane and protect the paint, to send him and make him a 4, which is what he is. He does not want to play the 5. He didn't want to play the 5 when he was at Kentucky. He does not want to play the 5. He wants to play the 4. He wants to shoot threes. You looked at him in the All-Star game. Threes. That's what he wants to do. Is he the greatest three-point shooting big man of all time? Probably. But you're 7 foot. Get your ass in there. But it's also, you look at Chet. Chet is not a 5. Chet's a 4. And when you try to play Chet at the 5 versus playing him at the 4, 2 totally different things. That's why you had to go get Ihart. That's why the development of J. Will. And with Karl Anthony Towns is he's a big dude. He does not want to go in there and get physical. I mean, dude, it just cracks me up. You catch the ball in the paint, it's a turnaround and jump hook. Now, and it's so funny tonight watching Kevin Durant. When he's in Oklahoma City, little guys could guard him. Chris Paul could used to be able to guard KD. He can't do it no more. Remember when LeBron choked against Miami? J.J. Barea, who is a foot smaller than the chosen one, whatever the hell he calls himself. He guarded him. How can somebody a foot taller, shorter than you guard you? No way. Get up low, turn around, jump hook. When you're taught as a big man, the last thing you do is put the ball on the ground. You turn around, catch a jump hook. They're not going to stop you. And I don't know if you guys remember who Danny Manning was. The first thing he did when he caught the ball at Kansas, turn around, jump hook. Get your low jump hook. Doesn't bring it down, turn around, catch jump hook. Why? He's setting you up. And if I'm big and I got a little guy on me, I'm going to go when I play straight to the post. I'm just going to turn around and jump over. What you going to do, you little? You too small. What you going to do? Nothing. And these guys, I mean, I don't know how you let somebody smaller than you guard. Now, it's different because of Caruso. He's handsy. He's physical. That's a total different thing. Total different thing. Because his ability to reach out, and he's physical, and he's got some girth on him. But now he still can't guard KD. KD just turn around and jump over him. Hey, you're 7'2". Turn around and jump over him. Fade away. Jump hook. Turn around to the right. Fade away to the left. Fade away to the right. What they gonna do? Nothing. I don't understand big men who want to go out and shoot threes, and that's my thing with all Karl Anthony Towns. Dude, take your big butt in the post, turn around and do a jump hook. Double team comes, kick it out. Basketball is like tonight. These guys were talking about KD holding on to the ball. All you have to do is what? Swing it. Don't dribble, swing. A person can't move, the defense can't move as fast as the ball can if you don't put it on the ground. There's no way. There's no way. And when I look at, by the way, congratulations, SJ, on your 111th straight 20-point game. And the funny part about that is, big task, I'm the first one that was bringing it up last year. Okay? I brought this up last year with SGA when he was coming up. Our team wasn't even talking about it. I'm like, how are y'all not talking about it? Look at what SGA's doing. He's at 60. He could break the record. He's at 50. He's at the... What are you doing? And not one person brought it up. And you would think that's something that the Thunder would have brought up. Not me. I'm just a guy who does a show. How are you not doing that? How are you not promoting your best player? How are you not doing that? And then all of a sudden, oh, well, SGA is doing... Come on now. And let's talk about SGA a little bit. Big task. Let's talk about him on his fourth consecutive, averaging 30, shooting 50% from the field. Only one other person's done it 4 times. Michael Jordan, he did it 5 straight years. SGA is on year number 4. 30 points a game, 50% shooting. And he's still sitting right there at the 30, 50, 40 points from the 40 percentage points from the three-point line and 90% of the line. Only person who's done that is Steph, and he won the MVP unanimously that year. Now, the question is, do you do the same thing for SGA? No matter what the hell Jokic's numbers are. If he averages 30, shoots 50 from the field, shoots 40% from 3, shoots 90% from the line, his team wins the division by 5.5, 6, or 7 points the West. Do you still give him the MVP? Or do those guys who love Jokic, who I can sit there, name 3 or 4 of them, I'm not going to say their names and call them on blast, but they do. And they, it's like Shaq and me and Stephen A. Smith have all said the same thing. 2 years ago, SGA should have been MVP. But why wasn't he? Because he did not play against the Philly. Remember against the Knicks, he hit the fadeaway to beat the Knicks. Then all of a sudden, he didn't play against the Celtics, he didn't play against the Sixers, and he didn't play against the Pacers. Nobody saw him, so Jokic got the MVP. And Shaq, myself, and Stephen A. all said, y'all didn't see this dude. Y'all, and we were never on TV back then. They didn't see this dude. They didn't see what he was doing. And even Shaq said, hey, nothing against you, big fella, but SJ should have won the MVP. Shaq's right. But you got a group of voters who are going to vote Jokic. And I've said this before. His first MVP, that should have been Giannis' 3rd straight. They're not doing that. Not giving nobody 3 and remember. And then number 2, his second one, that one should have went to Embiid. But they gave it to Jokic for his second. The third one, which he should have won, that one went to Embiid. That was the one Jokic should have won. Then the next year, when he wins the second in a row again, that one should have went back to Shea. This should be Shea's 3rd year in a row. But you remember, and it's so funny as Big Task, as we talked about that afterwards, Josh Giddey, who's no longer with the Thunder, was supposed to throw that ball to J-Dub. And people look at the mirror. He threw that ball to SJ and looked at Dagnall. He's like, I'm trying to win this game. I ain't trying to go back. We ain't trying to promote him. He's the best player. I'm going him. He was shooting over 60% in clutch field goal percentage. SJ was 2 years ago. And, of course, he's leading the NBA in clutch buckets this year. He's a beast. Give the man some his love. Everybody has to knock him down. Did you see that? He throws his shoulder into him. That's what I hate about Prime. some of these, just because these people have money, give me a good announcer. There's no such thing as a push shot. It's a floater. And it's so funny, I was listening to it last night. I couldn't believe it. Oh, jump hook. I'm like, oh, wait, what? Somebody knew what a shot is? Oklahoma City Thunder people, they don't know what the hell a jump hook is. And Mac OK should know one because he should know what it is. He should have had one when he played. He should know what the hell a jump hook. There's a floater and a jump hook. Those are two totally different things. Then the announcer was talking about, oh, there's a teardrop. I'm like, wait, what? Some real announcers. And if these guys who are coming in and getting a chance on Prime and all of this other stuff, know your game. If you're going to step up and be a national, you're going to get your shot, go study the hell of the game and know what different shots are, please. So, anyway, that kind of stuff, a push shot. Yeah, it's a joke, dude. That's what our announcer calls, instead of a floater, oh, that push shot. What the hell's a push shot? Well, the first time I heard that, I said, what the fuck is a push shot? What the fuck is you talking about? But instead of being professional, you trying to be cool. No, you ain't being cool. You look like an effing idiot. And then your sidekick knows better, but he ain't going to say nothing because he's just trying to keep his job. Instead of telling this guy, Richard Jefferson, what does he do? He corrected the dude on TV. Reggie Miller, who's a punk, he just hates us. And Reggie Miller, I've never liked Reggie Miller. Always respected Reggie Miller. But bro, you hate us. Peacock should never have a game, or ESPN, anybody, or NBC with Reggie Miller on the Thunder game. He hates us. If you can't be, you never heard it before, try the Thunder games. Watch them. They call push shot all the time. That's what our guy calls it. He goes, well, Hartenstein calls it iHeart. Calls it that. Well, iHeart ain't never shot for nobody until he got us. You don't know what the fuck a push shot is, or a jump hook, or a floater. You don't know what the hell those are. But those came from iHeart, by the way, Big Task. That's where that name came from. Isaiah Hartenstein, well, it's a push shot. Well, your ass ain't never took a shot. You don't know anything about it anyway. And then you're going to take, and what he's calling it, because he doesn't know the difference. Instead of, bro, it's called a jump hook, or it's called a floater. That's what it's called. Oh, okay. So sad, man. It's so sad. It's a joke, dude. But that's why I hate. To be fair, Jimmy Jackson called a fair game tonight. No, Jimmy Jackson called great. I'm not talking about Jimmy. I'm talking about Reggie. Jimmy Jackson was great. The announcer tonight was good. And my thing is this. If you're going to be on TV as a color analyst or as a play-by-play guy, know what the rules are. Know what the rules are. A push shot's never going to stick because there's only one or two idiots who say it. And it's got to do with the Thunder because the Thunder people, well, that's what the Thunder announcer called. Well, he's a effing idiot. And my problem with Michael Cage is this. That's why I don't even listen to the Thunder announcers. I don't listen to them. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Then I heard the Thunder guy doing the same thing. The radio guy. I'm like, if you're going to call it that, dude, I'm out. I'm not listening to you either. If you're going to disrespect my game that I played, and was way better than any one of you will ever effing be, and you don't even know, you're not going to be professional enough to know what the hell shots are, F you. You're a punk. You don't even know what shots are, and you're a professional, you're calling a professional game, and you're not going to take the time out to go and figure out what the hell shots are? I'm not listening to you because I have no respect for you. There's no such shot as a push shot. Floaters, teardrops, jump hooks. All of them are one-handed. Not one of them has anything to do with pushing. And it's so funny is, my kids, I have a basketball academy, guys, and my kids laugh at these dudes. My kids that I train and their friends laugh at these guys. They go, hey, Coach Matt, that guy last night on Thunder, he called it a push shot again. Why doesn't he know the difference? I don't know. Why don't you go ask the Thunder and go ask him? Why doesn't he know what the shots are? Why isn't he going out researching? Because he's for the Thunder. But for those of us who understand the game, don't disrespect my game by calling it something it's not. Don't disrespect my game. Go disrespect it. If you're going to do that, I ain't listening to you because I ain't got no respect for you. I don't care if you're the Thunder announcer. I don't care if you on Peacock. I don't care if you whoever. I have no respect for you. Have respect for my damn game. Your job as an announcer, play-by-play guy, is to know what the hell shots are. Now let's go back of the 40, 50 years that we've been on TV, and you can name the guys who call it a push shot. A push hook. Yes, that's probably what they call it, a push hook. I wouldn't doubt it. It's terrible, man. To me, that's disrespectful of the game. I have a problem with that. And if I ever saw the dude in person, I'm going to tell him, bro, I got a problem with you disrespecting my damn game by calling it a push shot. There's no such shot. I said, go ask. He's the only team he's ever scored for is us. Only person that ever let him take shots is us. He doesn't know, and it's okay. But you as an announcer, you know. And it's funny. If I ever see the dude, I'm just going to tell him, I don't care. I say, hey, man, that's BS, man. If you're going to be an announcer, hey, know the shots. Go learn the shots. And Michael Cage, you go learn them too. You should know what the hell they are, but you're going to keep your mouth shut and don't want to ruffle any feathers because you got a good, easy job. And I get that, but tell him. Richard Jefferson corrected his guy. I promise you Jim Jackson would have corrected his guy tonight. What's a push shot? What is that? Anyway, my blood pressure's getting up and I feel like shit, so I'm getting off the gone. Yeah, all jokes aside, unacceptable. I agree. All right, I lost a lot of my people. They're mad at me because I'm going off on the Thunder people and their idiocy. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to go take this cough medicine, and as soon as I hit this stuff, it's going to knock my ass out, and I need to sleep. And I'm getting all sweaty and all fired up. So, that being said, hey, good luck to your Knicks tonight. I'm going to go watch the game, and I'll probably pass out while it's on. All right, Taz, appreciate you. Everybody else, peace out. Have a good night. Remember, 2025,